What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for jumping into this video today. My name is Danny Coldblood, aka my music Vidiot. Today I'm going to talk about not only GTA content, but also Red Dead Redemption content, and how Rockstar's been kind of mixing them both together, and also been implementing clues within both of them. And I believe I'm starting to see what's going on here, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about some of this stuff today for you all. The first thing I want to bring up is the locations of the new action figures that we have within GTA Online. They are in very suspicious locations, and they are actually locations of interest if you are a mystery hunter or an Easter egg hunter and you've been trying to solve this Chilad Mystery with us. Then you know what I'm talking about when you see the locations that these action figures have been placed in. They're just very suspicious, like the alien at the mural. Also, we have an alien right here at the Maze Bank. And the one thing about this area that is really suspicious to me is right across the street we have something that is very interesting. I didn't notice it until recently, but check this out. You guys know the biggest Easter egg that is so far within single player mode, and that is Bigfoot and also the Beast. They're basically the two biggest Easter eggs within the game. When you want to look at single player at least. So since the alien action figure was located at Maze Bank, I wanted to go ahead and look at the surrounding area, and right across the street we have two billboards, basically hinting at Bigfoot and the Beast. And it got me thinking, okay, the location that this Easter egg takes place in the game is at the airplane graveyard. Now, there's really not much that happens at this location besides the Bigfoot and Beast Easter egg. In single player, there's really nothing else that happens at this location, and in online, I think there's maybe a gang attack. So it's really not a location meant for anything else besides Easter eggs. So I found it very suspicious that the update that we just got, giving us 100 action figures to collect, ends up ending right here at the airplane graveyard. You can collect all 98 collectibles, all 98 action figures, and then the last two will actually appear for you to collect. And of course, the last two are Bigfoot and the Beast, and they're located directly here at the airplane graveyard, looking at each other from two different airplanes. This is exactly how you find them. I just used Rockstar Editor to make it kind of look cool, but this is exactly how they're found, and after you collect both of these figures, you get a prize, and that is going to be basically the main focal point of the video, and you'll see why as the video goes on. But before we get into that, I want to go ahead and talk about the other collectibles that were in online before the action figures, and that was the playing cards. We had to collect all, I believe, 54 playing cards, and then we were able to have them for use in our penthouse. But I want to go ahead and focus on the Ace of Spades card. If you look at it, it says Emerald Ranch on there on each side of that paw. Now that is pretty interesting to me. Why are they showing us something that has to do with Red Dead Redemption? So here's a map of Red Dead Redemption 2, and as you can see we have Emerald Ranch there. And there is some stuff that we have to wonder about with Emerald Ranch. I mean, it's not really that interesting of a place, but there is some questions, but there's a lot of questions within RDR2. We are nowhere near solving all the mysteries within Red Dead Redemption 2 at all. Maybe we should start taking a closer look at some of these locations like Emerald Ranch. I mean, Rockstar is linking the two games together. They are showing us that there is more connected within the games than not. Recently in Red Dead Redemption Online, we have new specialist roles, and if you want to have the collector's bag, one of the roles in RDR Online for free, you gotta collect all 54 playing cards within GTA Online. So they're showing us in more than one way how these games are connected. Here's another example. This clip is from the casino update within GTA Online. It's redemption for Hennigan Steed. Now that's a blatant and obvious one because we have Hennigan Steed in Red Dead Redemption. But another location that they like to use a lot is the Elysian locations. Like, I just showed you guys how Elysian Fields was in LA Noire. Now this is Red Dead Redemption 2, and we have Elysian Pool. And this location is definitely a suspicious location for many reasons, but one reason alone is that this is one of the spots that we can find eggs at. And that's the one thing that we're trying to do, is crack some eggs. We are trying to crack the Easter egg known as the Mount Chilad Mystery within Grand Theft Auto 5, and hopefully some of the mysteries that we still have unsolved within Red Dead Redemption 2.
We love China. Always have. Ever since I ate my first egg roll. Well, you see, I never liked eggs. And an egg roll don't have eggs in it.
We are breaking eggs. We just breaking eggs. We're about to make this great big huge egg thing. That's it. Lots of eggs. Eggs. Motherfucking eggs. Gangsta shit, nigga. Poetry, man. That's what the world needs. A handsome, charismatic, well-spoken leader like myself. That's what I bring to the table. And lots of motherfucking eggs.
Did you happen to notice that the location Lamar was at when he was talking about breaking eggs was the marina within Sandy Shores? That location is also a very suspicious location, as it is where we pick Ursula up when we go ahead and give her a phone call. We will be talking more about Ursula and that location in a moment, but to get back on track, here at Elysian Pool within RDR2 is a location where we can pick up eggs, as we spoke about before. And when we do that, we have to pay attention to our minimap. As you can see, there's little sound waves going off. Rockstar made it very clear that to find these collectibles in RDR Online, we have to utilize sound and vision. And that's exactly what we had to do when trying to find Bigfoot within GTA, and also find the Beast within GTA, the two biggest Easter eggs within the game. So they are showing us that we have to utilize the same skills time and time again. Now, take a look at this location, Elysian Island. So we have Elysian Fields with LA Noire, Elysian Pool with RDR2, and now Elysian Island within Grand Theft Auto 5. So Elysian Island is a location where the Merryweather heist takes place if you choose the freighter option. Now, a lot of speculation over how to solve this Chilad mystery and how to look at the mural has taken place when thinking about the heists. Not only the heists in single player, but the heists in online. And by the end of the video, you will see how the clues are littered between both.
Here we go.
I also want to point out that within Elysian Island, the location that we are at is Chupacabra Street, which is also a tie directly to Red Dead Redemption's Undead Nightmare, as a Chupacabra was a mythical being in Undead Nightmare.
I'm in the drink, T. Where you at?
The fact that Michael says, "I'm in the drink," and that is a direct quote from the blueprint map, definitely got my attention.
The scan either dive gear will be reading its signal.
Okay. What sort of signal's it giving off?
The kind that gets crazier the closer you get.
Yeah, it's it. I found it.
Hey, what is this thing? It looks kind of sinister.
If we knew what it was, it wouldn't be top secret or very valuable, would it?
It ain't doing anything to the water, is it? I'm swimming around in this.
Well, it could give you powers, turn you into Impotent Rage.
Wait, what's that?
What is it?
It's my echo sense going off.
Earlier in the video, I was talking about the 100 action figures we can collect in GTA Online, and if you do collect all 100s, our reward is an Impotent Rage costume for us to wear within GTA Online. Maybe there's more to Impotent Rage than we thought. There is a lot of talk about superheroes within the game. There's a lot of things that are like slipped in as like minor clues. We've had vehicles like the Vigilante, the Avenger, and now out of all things, our reward for collecting all the action figures is an Impotent Rage costume. Maybe if we focus a little bit more on Impotent Rage, we can see something that we might have missed before. Rockstar is really stressing certain things and bringing us back to certain locations over and over again. When I took a closer look at Impotent Rage, I noticed how there was a huge amount of clues that basically lined up with a lot of the clues and suspicious things that we have within single player. We have the green juice, we have different things like yoga and how it starts and ends with music, with Michael turning on music. So there's a lot going on here, and it seems to be that whether it's GTA or Red Dead that we're looking at, the updates that we are getting with Rockstar Games are loaded with tons of clues, and something as simple as an outfit of Impotent Rage may not be that simple at all. And in a moment I will be showing you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Before I go ahead and do that, I want to go ahead and talk about another mission within GTA 5, and that is Fame or Shame. And when you boil it down, Fame or Shame is directly associated with the whole premise of Red Dead Redemption's Undead Nightmare DLC. And in that DLC we had stuff like Bigfoot. So there's a lot of huge clues concerning that DLC. As you can see right here, the mask from Undead Nightmare is in the fence within Red Dead Redemption 2. We can go into the fence location and buy different things, and we can see that mask up on the wall. And in the same building, we can go over and open up a drawer and see that Vanity, all is Vanity, scratched into the drawer. Now, usually when you find different things like this scratched into surfaces or written on walls in Red Dead Redemption 2, we can go ahead and type them into the cheats, and it usually is a cheat code. Well, I typed in everything, every which way for Vanity, all is Vanity, and nothing came up as a cheat code, which means it's gotta be a clue. It's gotta be something more. Why else is it there, and why else is it in the same location as the mask, okay? So there's definitely clues to be found, and there's definitely links to the other games supporting these clues. I also found the mask in Red Dead Online at Old Man Jones. He has it right there on his cart. He has a whole bunch of stuff, but there's the mask again from Undead Nightmare, and he affects our fame or shame, basically with our honor. He can raise or lower our honor depending on what we want to do. Another way that Rockstar is referring back to Undead Nightmare is within Blackwater. We can find these mysterious little symbols throughout Blackwater, and when you look at all of them and decipher them all, it actually says the name of the goddess from Undead Nightmare. And it's really suspicious, guys, because when we look at Fame or Shame in GTA 5 as the mission, we find clues connecting to everything that I've been talking about so far.
My yoga is fucked!
Oh, is that what they're calling it now? You and your fucking yoga!
Did someone say yoga?
Oh, hello, Fabian, darling.
Namaste.
Namaste.
You must be Mikael. Namaste.
Nah, ma, go fuck yourself.
Michael! Stop it! You two, you're ruining my fucking yoga!
Somebody say yoga?
Trevor?
Michael.
Where's your sister, Jim?
She's trying out for TV.
She's what?
Yeah, she's auditioning for Fame or Shame.
Fame or shame? So, Mike, what were you doing?
I was making myself a juice. Broccoli, raw kale, fish oil.
I'm gonna go home and do some yoga, drink some wheatgrass, and go to my favorite farmer's market.
Hey, if anyone needs kale, my friend.
I'm beyond kale, okay? It's too late for kale and its magical powers to have any effect on me.
Fine.
Or yoga, or talk therapy. I'm a crank, cannibalism, an incest kind of guy.
Became a superhero through the art of self-meditation, yoga, and a freak green energy accident, which gave me unnatural godlike powers. I became Impotent Rage, 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 Rage.
Oh, don't worry, T. They'd skip that talk and go straight to shock treatment with your ass.
Prepare to be shocked.
Unless you're showing me Bigfoot, you should know. I'm not so easily shocked, Mr. Miller.
As you just seen, things start to make sense when we dig a little bit closer into the different aspects of the game and what Rockstar is trying to show us. I want to go ahead and point out another thing about Impotent Rage. First of all, at the tattoo shop, I noticed that they all seem to have that Fleeka sign right there at the bottom. You can see the Fleeka sign on the counter, and the two E's are capital. And we've talked about that before, how that could possibly represent Easter egg. Well, the one thing I did notice between all three characters is that none of them really seem to share any of the same tattoos, except for the Impotent Rage tattoo. That one you can find on Trevor, you can also find it on Michael, and you can also find the Impotent Rage tattoo on Franklin. Now, I'm not sure if there's really any other tattoos that are shared amongst all three characters. I couldn't find any. Let me know in the comments if you were able to find any. But so far, Impotent Rage was the one common denominator when looking at the tattoos within single player for all three characters. Taking a look at the Impotent Rage billboard, we have some suspicious stuff as well. Talking about organic fiber, we can drink the green juice, okay, and then there's 100%. And there's been a lot of talk. We talked about the heists being involved in possibly solving the mystery, but also 100% plays a big part as well. Do we need possibly 110%? That's getting everything done, even more than just the minimum quota for the 100% to begin with. Also, remember the axe that we were given in GTA Online? The stone axe? Well, that is also an item or a weapon in Red Dead Redemption 2. And when we use it in GTA Online, it actually gives us a special power. It says that we have our Rampage ability activated when we use it. Not only is that ability basically like Trevor's special ability, but Rampages are also special missions that we can do as Trevor. And notice the location is at the marina for this Rampage. That takes us right back to Ursula from earlier, and you guys already know that Ursula and Trevor are connected. He can sacrifice her to the altruists. But not only that, Ursula's house is a location used time and time again by Rockstar as well. Not only when we sleep with her at her house in single player does it change the weather, but when trying to get 100 action figures online, her house is actually one of the locations that you can find one of the action figures. So you can see how Rockstar keeps on laying down the breadcrumb trail, guys, and it's up to us to be able to sniff out what is relevant and what is not.
I'm Impotent Rage.
You can't be Impotent Rage, 'cause I'm Impotent Rage!
Yes, but
I will deal with you later.
I also think it's suspicious that, again, at her house, during an online heist, we can go ahead and see Trevor talking to his little Impotent Rage statue toys. They keep on throwing Impotent Rage at us, over and over again, time and time again, with heists, with Trevor being the only character out of Trevor, Michael, and Franklin to show up in GTA Online, and not just in GTA Online, but in a heist online. And we also see the same characters being utilized, the same locations being utilized. We have to start taking note of all of these different repeating factors. Rockstar is definitely trying to help us solve their own mystery, but we really have to start keeping our eyes open and noticing the pattern here, because I'm starting to notice a lot. We have a lot of recurring characters, locations, situations, and not even just from one title, from other titles, from their other games. It goes all the way from L.A. Noire into GTA5, into Red Dead Redemption, Red Dead Redemption's Undead Nightmare, Red Dead Redemption 2, and possibly even more. I've spoke a lot about this in previous videos, and as I'm seeing the updates that were given and the clues that are within these updates, I can't help but to notice all of this stuff and just go ahead and show it to you guys. I'm very interested in what you guys have to say, so please leave all your thoughts and opinions and everything in the comments so we can try to solve this Chilad mystery together.
They were here for you. Here for you.
Who was here?
Them bikers. After you killed Johnny K.
And they damage my stuff, huh? They smash up my home, damage my soul. Look at this statue here of Impotent Rage, this fucking meant more to me than Johnny K meant to anyone, and they smashed it. Those pathetic midlife crisis, hog-riding, shaven-headed, fruity leather, chapped-wearing fucking assholes. I cannot believe that they fucking destroyed my statue of Impotent Rage. The cheek, huh? The fucking cheek of it.
I want to thank you once again for joining up for the video. I really do appreciate all of the support. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by leaving a like, and definitely use the comment section so we can try to utilize teamwork and try to solve this Chilad Mystery. Stay tuned for the next video. I got some really interesting stuff that definitely needs some help from the community. We have some interesting stuff going on in Red Dead 2, so stay tuned for that. And stay tuned for upcoming live streams. There's going to be a lot of them coming up, so stay tuned for videos and live streams, guys. Thank you so much for jumping in. Take it easy. Ta-ta, and as always, peace!